What's up, guys? Jesse with JTS Woodworking here. In a previous video, I covered this Kreg drawer pull jig. If you haven't seen that video, I will leave a link to it in the description below. Check that out. But for this video, I want to cover the Kreg concealed hinge jig. It's really easy to use and it's very effective. So I'll show you how to use it and how well it works. Let's get to it. Alright guys, so there's a few things to know about this jig. So there is a Forstner bit included that is the exact diameter that you need for your concealed hinges. Now it fits in this guide and it has this depth stop. So one of the first things you need to do is figure out the depth of your hole, okay? Where is the hinge going to sit down far enough so it's flush? And then you put the collar on and lock it down with an Allen wrench. Now the second part is the main body of it. This is what you clamp to the workpiece, okay? And once you clamp it to the workpiece, you can take this, put it on and spin it and lock it in place. Now when this is clamped to the workpiece, you attach this to your drill and you drill, plunge it down, and you're done. But before you remove it, you want to take a 1/16 inch drill bit and drill through these two holes right here. There's two small holes right there. Those holes are for the screws that your hinge needs, okay? And you want to drill a hole through those holes so you have a place to put the screws. Now, there are a couple adjustments on here. Take this back off. These two round knobs are to adjust the distance that the hinge sits from the edge, and according to whatever hinge you have, it should be on the label what that distance should be. We have anywhere from 3 to 6 millimeters, okay? The ones I use a 3 millimeter adjustment here, but you just take a screwdriver and adjust it to the number that you need, if you can see that. So that would be like a 3 millimeter adjustment, and I'll go to 6. And that would be 6 millimeters. So you notice that the gap down here got smaller because the jig actually moved up a little bit. And that's just adjusted by the back there. It just makes it go closer or farther away. And how you adjust it again is with a screwdriver. They simply just turn as such and you're good to go. So once you have that adjusted, you put it on your workpiece and that's where it sits up against those knobs, and you want to clamp it. I like to use two clamps, one on this side and one on this side. That way it's sturdy, and then you can put your drill bit and the guide for it on, lock it in place and plunge it down, and you have your hole. And then again, like I said, use a 1/16 inch drill bit to drill those two small holes out before you remove it. Alright guys, so I can talk all day, but a demonstration is really going to show you how to do it here. So you want to take your piece, your door, you know, this is obviously not a door, but we're going to use it. You have your jig set up to the distance you need it from the edge, okay? You want to slide the jig on till it stops. Hold it in place, put a clamp on this side, put a clamp on this side, and now you're locked in place. Now, you take your drill, put the Forstner bit in there, and you want to put it on, put the drill guide on, turn it, lock it in place till you hear the click, and you're just going to drill until you bottom out. Okay, it does create a little bit of a mess, but here's what you do. You unscrew it, and to get rid of those chips, there you go. Quick and easy. But yeah, it does leave a little bit of a mess. So clear off the excess wood chips, And before you remove the clamps, you need to drill those 2 holes that I talked about. So I got my 1/16 inch drill bit, and we're gonna go ahead and drill those holes. There, now we can remove the clamps. Oh, and by the way, see right here, that's the Allen key or the Allen wrench that adjusts the depth stop on the Forstner bit, and it's held back there nicely. Okay, so now that we got our hole drilled and we got our 2 screw holes drilled, we take our door hinge, slide it in place, and notice how it's flush. Okay, you want to line up those 2 holes and just hand screw in 2 screws. There you go. See, wasn't that easy? Now obviously you have to attach this side to a cabinet or whatever you're putting it on. But yeah, it's pretty slick, isn't it? Alright guys, so that's it. It's really that easy. And that's why I love this jig so much, because it's so easy. And I love these concealed hinges because, well, they're concealed and you can't see them. And now they do come in different varieties. This one is a soft close hinge, which is great because if you shut your cabinet door, it doesn't slam shut. I bought these off Amazon, and I will leave a link to them in the description below, as well as the other tools I used. So that was the Kreg concealed hinge jig. In the next video, I'll go over the Kreg pocket hole jig, which I know there are tons of videos on, but I just want to give my 2 cents on it, why I like it, how to use it, and that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in that next video. Thanks.